I don't want to talk about this right now. I just want to get to the next review right now and over with. So come on, roll the credits, opening credits, come on, come on. Thank you.
Just can't stop. Love to stay, gotta go, running low, gotta shop. For those seeds, don't sneeze like the birds and the bees. I'm buzzing from buzzing just to stay in the lead. Go! Now I know what you're thinking, don't take no linking. Yeah, the desert is hot, but I need no drinking. I'm a kangaroo rat, baby, I'm still winking. What's done is done, and I'm the one to let's go.
Okay, so I'm trying something a little different here today. Instead of talking about a TV show, or a movie, or even a famous celebrity for that matter, I was thinking about talking about something that happened personally. And I'm not talking about those personal, private moments. Well, private moments. I'm talking about something much more different. These coincidences. In our whole lives, we have seen nothing but coincidences happening around us. Some of them good, some of them bad. Others, unfortunate. Some coincidences so unfortunate that we never see step the same way ever again. Some of them are most unfortunate as they come. And believe me, I suffer a lot of different coincidences in my life. Good and bad. So naturally, I want to talk about them here and share my coincidences with you. Now, just to clarify, I am not going to cover every single coincidence that happened on Earth. I am only going to discuss a handful of them that happened. Some that happened in everybody's lives, others that happened just out of nowhere. Okay? So let's not waste any time and let's start the review. But first, me and my friends want to do a dance for you. It's called the Kangaroo Rat. Hey guys, let's do it!
I'm a kangaroo rat, he's a kangaroo rat. Love to stay, gotta go, this is it, that. I'm a kangaroo rat, he's a kangaroo rat. Love to stay, gotta go, this is it, that. I'm a kangaroo rat, he's a kangaroo rat. Love to stay, gotta go, this is it, that. I'm a kangaroo rat, he's a kangaroo rat. Love to stay, gotta go, this is it, that. No, I can't sit still, no, I can't sit still. When my head says won't, then my feet says will. Then my body goes bing, it's an animal thing. Do you dig my spring? It's a groove, now let's move. In the desert at night, when the time is right, me and my buddies get together for a bite. Now along for a place where the warm winds blow. It's the fun to take it slow, love to stay, gotta go. He's a kangaroo rat, I'm a kangaroo rat. Love to stay, gotta go, this is it, that. He's a kangaroo rat, I'm a kangaroo rat. Love to stay, gotta go, this is it, that. He's a kangaroo rat, I'm a kangaroo rat. Love to stay, gotta go, this is it, that. He's a kangaroo rat, I'm a kangaroo rat. Love to stay, gotta go, this is it, that.
It's June 27 as we speak. Canadian wildfire smoke has made its way down to Michigan. Very contaminating to go out there because it's hard to breathe. It smelled like burned rubber when I went out there to deliver mail. It's unusual to say, but it's true. That is a very unfortunate coincidence on my part. Two other ones. Sometimes coincidences can happen out of nowhere. Even some that lead to the point where I think somebody might be psychic. Because they know what I was going to say before I said it. Case in point, my mother. Yeah, don't be so shocked when I said that, but it's true. My mother is pretty much a fine example of that. Like the other day I was about to tell her about the whole situation at Walmart. I didn't even know they had a money center. I didn't even know there was such a thing. Until I recently discovered it. Because I was hoping to send someone some money. And when I told Mom about the discovery, all of a sudden, right out of her mouth, she said, "Why, so you could send it to some girl not realizing it's actually a scam you're falling for?"
Get out of my head!
She has no idea how much that scared the fucking shit out of me. I'm sure she does, but she is getting old. But the point is, she knew what I was going to say before I said it. Naturally, it's just a coincidence. But that really scares me. She starts to scare me.
A mind reader? Yeah!
I'm with you on that. Stay away from mind readers. Get out of there. Run!
Mind readers? No! Watch out for mind readers!
Everything I say, she sometimes realizes it too. I was about to say something, but then she says it. She is not a human being. She is a fucking AI robot. That's the worst kind. Her words eventually sank in and I realized I am a victim of a scam.
What took you so long?
I didn't end up paying money. So naturally I had to kiss this person goodbye. Who I think the scammer is an AI robot, by the way. That's what I think, at least, because she sent me the same message 3 times as I'm recording this. One time in May 1st, the other time May 20th, and the third time just recently, June 23. No BS either. She really sent me the same message 3 times in 2 months. That is an AI robot scammer right there, folks. Here's one of the biggest coincidences that happened in my life. And this one's way back at the year, the month, and same day I was born. If you heard of composer Irving Berlin, the songwriter, then this is this kind of story. You see, I was born on September 22nd, 1989. It was on the same day Irving Berlin died. That's not only a tragic coincidence, but it's also kind of a sign in a way. Makes me wonder why I enjoy most of his songs even after his death.
We're glowing! Summoned by the map. Some point.
I so approve of this. This is a total coincidence. I did not plan this. I swear.
Another unfortunate coincidence that happened in my life was animator Richard Williams. Why him? Well, here, let me show you why. These were the last known 4 photos I took before Richard Williams' passing. You see, during the summer of 2019, I had this idea to pay tribute to him by using the VHS tapes that were directed by him and the plush toys that goes with the film. Like Roger Rabbit with Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Raggedy Ann with Raggedy Ann and Andy, a musical adventure? Ziggy's Gift with a menagerie of Ziggies? And let's not forget this, a huge farewell bonding all together. 3 movies, all the plushes, plus the Pink Panther. Michelangelo up here, Michelangelo down here, up here, down here, up here, down here, Karink-a-dink. Another set of unfortunate coincidences happened a month earlier before Richard Williams' death. That was the death of voice actress Russi Taylor. If you remember my review on OKKO, Monster Party, then I spoke about Russi Taylor's death in that review. And sad to say, it is true. So I might as well just talk about it again just to be sure. What happened was I was about to write a fan letter to her, telling her how much I enjoy her work and how much I enjoyed her characters she played over the years. Whether it's, say, Pac Baby, Minnie Mouse, Phantasma, or even Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Hell, Baby Gonzo was even voiced by her. I completely forgot about that. Man, I'm getting old. The point is, her voice really stuck to me, and I can never forget that particular voice. But then came the saddest point. I realized something harsh, dark, and unexpected. I wrote a letter to her, and then, on the same day I sent the letter out, I finished my letter, but unfortunately, on the same day I sent the letter out to her, it was also on the same day she died. Really? Yep, that happened. Pretty unfortunate on my part. I didn't even know she died until the very next day. That's even more sad. There are some unfortunate coincidences that happened to two women that I know. One of them is this girl that I was in the play with several times, well, I want to consume her identity, so I'm just going to call her Lulu. Anyway, Lulu, her birthday is on January 6th. She was born like, in the 90s, I think? But lo and behold, years later, boom! Oh no, January 6th, 2021. That's an unfortunate coincidence to have a birthday on that day now. What's that? Moving on.
Any second now, Mr. Frumble's gonna walk in here and say, "Good morning, Mr. Raccoon. I'm so looking forward to my daily morning donut." You see? I know what's gonna happen before it happens.
And if you remember my September 11 review, or memoir, whatever you prefer, I mentioned that voice actress E.G. Daily had an unfortunate coincidence too. Her birthday was on September 11, 1961. But 40 years later, on her 40th birthday, two hijacked planes crashed into the World Trade Center towers of New York City. And you can get the rest from there. That too is such an unfortunate coincidence. Does anybody remember that Looney Tune, Often an Orphan? And that one particular scene where Charlie the dog says,
Look! It's the towers! They're falling! Ah!
conspiracy theory or coincidence? It's not my place to judge. You decide on that. Wikipedia has nothing about it, nor any site I've been to. Not even Warner Brothers. It's just a coincidence by internet conspiracy. There. Done. Moving on. Oh my god. There's another coincidental death that happened. Jimmy Weldon, a.k.a. Yankee Doodle Duck, the Hanna-Barbera duck, has died at the age of 99 on July 6th, as I research. I'm bringing this up because I just looked up on this guy not long ago, and then a few days later, it popped up saying he died. That is so strange, and yet so tragic. Unfortunate, but tragic. And I love Yankee Doodle Duck. This guy may be the last of the living Hanna-Barbera voice actors. And it really hurts me so much when I heard a fellow actor, a veteran, has died. I'm so sorry, Jimmy. I'm so sorry about your loss. May you rest in peace. Now we have another total coincidence. 3 different Pinocchios that came out in 1 year. 2022. The first Pinocchio starred Pauly Shore. It was not that good. It was made in Russia. The second one was a live-action remake of the animated one from Disney. Boy, did that flop big time. Pinocchio smelling shit. Really? But the third one by Guillermo del Toro, An Oscar winner for Best Animated Feature that year? That was the best Pinocchio that we've been long waiting for, and one Guillermo was hoping to make it for a good long time. With a screenplay co-written by him and Over the Garden Wall creator Patrick McHale, this truly was an Oscar-winning success, and one that put Guillermo in Oscar history. Best Picture, Best Director for The Shape of Water, and now Best Animated Feature for Pinocchio. And even the entertainment industry had some coincidences too, and I heard some about these. First example being Robin Hood. In 1972, Hanna-Barbera had made a TV special called The Adventures of Robin Hoodnick. Now this version seems familiar, doesn't it? Oh, that's why it looks familiar. Okay, I can understand why. Coincidentally enough, this movie actually premiered 1 year before the Disney version was released. It says here that Robin Hoodnick was released on November 4th, 1972, while the Disney film was released the following year, with an anamorphic version too. That's kind of a coincidence for their part. Very coincidental. Another certain entertainment coincidence happens to be the famous battle between two different ants. One Pixar, one DreamWorks.
They made a movie about ants. They made a movie about ants. Pixar's like, bro, we already got ants. You can't do that. They're like, fuck you, we're doing ants. With a Z.
Because it's the 2000s, it has to be digital.
We're gonna bring in Sylvester Stallone.
I think you all know well enough about this story already. How these two ant films were released a weekend apart from each other. What are the odds of that happening, eh? Although preferably I prefer the Pixar one because it seems more likable. The one that DreamWorks made, ugh, it just doesn't seem right to me. Look at that. It's a jack-o'-lantern. Only in Grand Haven, man. Only in Grand Haven. Another great example of coincidences happens to be The Simpsons. And The Simpsons did a lot of coincidences that actually came true, even if the writers did not even plan it one bit. And believe me, it's actually true. A lot of stories that they've written for some episodes of the show actually happened, even though they're just supposed to be jokes. But they have no idea in real life they did what Lonesome Rhodes did when he told the public what to do. For example, the combination between a tobacco plant and a tomato. You got yourself a genuine tobacco, thanks to nuclear power. Or the fact that 20th Century Fox would be bought out by Disney. That's a sharp coincidence, even if it is a slight background joke. And, let's not forget this one. The one episode where Donald Trump became President of the United States, thanks to every American dumbass who voted for them. Again, I'm sure they did not plan this out, but that is a pure coincidence on their part. Holy shit. Oh. You know, it'd be great to work with one of those writers in the near future. I would love to use their psychedelic powers. But then again, I digress. Oh. And I think that's gonna do for my coincidence stories right here. So, with all that said, what are your thoughts? Is there a certain coincidence that happened to you? Whether it's great, unfortunate, lucky, tragic? Leave a comment below and let me know. I'm curious. So in the meantime, be careful. There's so many coincidences that happen in people's lives. You never know what to expect. And if there's one thing we learn, sometimes things work in mysterious ways.
You want to go feed the baby one? Okay, let's go see if we can feed it.
Yeah, let me see the baby one.
And there you have it. Another review completely executed. right out of the ballpark. I'm Big Bad Ben. Thank you for watching, and thank you for listening. Now, I think I better return this to a certain someone who, I don't want to mention his name because I don't want him to get, slammed by demonstrators or social media monsters. So, I'll just return this back to him right now, and I'll see you in the next review.
Clear away that smoke!
Really? Are you serious?
Ben?
Huh?
Mr. Ben.
Yes.
I'm getting ready to go into town. To go to the grand surplus store, pharmacy, and Mom and Dad's. I'm telling you so you can get ready.